Release me. Do 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 do. Just release me. Do 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 do. Yeah, this is Andre Wade with Just Release. I'm laying up here in this. Then I almost said bunk, but in the bed, uh, I just dressed my wound, and I'm trying to let it calm down because if you ever had to dress a wound, you know how it throbs. When you went got to wipe it, ooh, it's like having a burnt injury or something. Man, this is crazy, man. But I pray peace upon y'all loved ones, and I pray peace upon those who are incarcerated, men, women, and teenagers. I uh, I pray that some of y'all had the opportunity to go visit your loved ones. I know that would have been nice, being that they started back. I know they got a limitation on people that can go in, but it's nice that someone can go in. And it's just, uh, they always coming up with something to keep you from your loved ones and TDCJ. And I'm serious. They opening up the doors at HEB. They open up the doors for Walmart. They open it and make it a way for everybody to come in. So why TDCJ can't make a way for everybody to come in as that's required? I can't even answer that. I don't think y'all can answer. But I'm letting y'all catch up. Those who might just be tuning in and just release and see what I've got to talk about the Chow House, because the Chow House has to be recognized in TDC. Jay, it has to be recognized as a dangerous place because anything can happen there. I remember a time when I was sitting with an inmate, a partner of mine, and all of a sudden somebody came and bust his weed. Blood went everywhere, all on me, all on the food, all over all other tables. And what's so crazy about it is that the guy that did it, he was doing it for a law, and because the law sister got fired. And they made it like my partner did. And come find out, the boy that did it was the one that did it. So they had to ship him because they was out to get him. They had saved him, but he couldn't stay over here. He couldn't stay over there at East Ham. They had to get rid of him. Yeah, because he did something. He did some foul stuff. He went and all he got paid was an ounce of weed. An ounce of weed to go bust somebody's head open that you ain't even know. Uh, they wasn't the one that did it. That's crazy. Man, you tell me what I'm dealing with on a daily basis while I was incarcerated. But the Chow House. It used to be a time where they'll just send a whole shot. They call it shot to Chow. And the shot was like 50 people or so. But being that they had so many fights in the Chow House and so many riots in the Chow House, they limited down to 25 inmates at a time. And they would lock the door when you go in now. You locking the door, even though it's 25 inmates. Now guess what takes place in that 25? The people that's about to set something out, they make sure they within that 25. Yeah. They make sure they in that 25 with whoever they about to set it off with. And by not knowing or not paying attention, because you can realize and pay attention to violence that's about to take place. You don't even have to be a part of it. And one of the main things I say, now you go to Sunday lunch. Yeah, because Sunday lunch is going to be the best meal. You go to Sunday lunch. But Sunday evening, it's going to be a trash meal. So you don't even go. You eat out your locker. So when you go in the store, you make sure that you buying you soups and beans, cheese, because the cheese make anything taste good. I had bottles of cheese. So because I'm telling you, it can set off Prison not as passive as they trying to make it out to be to people out here. They still it's stuff that take place in prison that they don't even uh talk about out here. And you wouldn't even know unless you are talking to your loved ones on the telephone about what took place or what happened. You wouldn't know because they don't want you to know, because the reason why they don't want you to know, you can easily put that out there for other people and other radio station newscasts. You can put that out there, and they don't want that. They don't want that. So when you uh go in a Chow, and you can ask your loved ones that's incarcerated, how do you go to Chow? Who you go to Chow with? Because if the Mexicans are sitting off with the blacks, you don't want to go by yourself, because you're gonna have about 5 or 6 or maybe 10 Mexicans jump on you, and you ain't gonna have no chance because they're gonna have a knife. But if it's about 3 or 4 of y'all can whoop 10 Mexicans. Y'all can whoop 10 Mexicans with the knives, because they already have scared anyway with the knives. And knives ain't gonna be much, but some cut razors ain't gonna be about nothing. I've been cut in my stomach, sliced. I've been sliced over here in my arm. And I ain't never just been stabbed, but I've been sliced. And didn't even know I was sliced until after the fight. So you would want to do things that requires you to save your life in TDCJ, to know that to know about some things, to be aware of some things can save your life in prison. You can save your life knowing these things. You might feel like I'm not talking about nothing or anything in the nation, but if you end up in TDC or prison, because it's more dangerous than them other prisons out of state. Texas ain't nothing. You go to Louisiana, you go to Cleveland, you go to some Florida, some bad penitentiaries. And then you from out of state, don't be from out of state in that state. You might need to know some karate. You might need to know some karate, but when you entertain anybody that come to you, that's all you have to do is fight. And they ain't gonna mess with you, man. They ain't gonna mess with you no more. They just want to see if you're a fighter or not. If you don't fight in going out of state, they gonna mess with you real tough. It's gonna be a gang of them, big old rock looking ass dudes, man. Look big old dudes, man. Muscles are all up here on their neck, all up there in their nose, and you little old thing, ain't man, you in trouble. Don't even go to Rick. Just go to Rick. Go to Rick at least 3 times out of a week. Go to Rick about 3 times out of a week and get you a workout. Get you a workout that's beneficial to your body. Because if you got some time and you doing some years, then you truly need a workout. I remember when I stopped working out, right? When I stopped working out, uh, they took a physical on me. And that physical showed that I was at the borderline of being a diabetic. So I just still didn't take it serious. I still wasn't going to Rick. So I became a diabetic. We have to look out for ourselves. We have to look out for our well-being, because nobody cares but the person that's writing you, calling you, coming to see you. They don't know one care. Don't nobody care inside the walls. Don't nobody care. Stop thinking that them dudes truly care. See, if you in a game, right? And they ready to get out there, that's because that's what they have to do. They have to get out there behind you. But just think, if you neutron and you ain't about no game, it's not one neutron gonna get out there. I ain't gonna say it's not one, because they got some bad neutron dudes. They got some bad dudes, man, that the game members don't mess with. Yeah, man, them dudes Let me tell you, they got some bad dudes in there. Let me tell you something. You ain't got to go with the child, but with him. I don't care how many mixes come at you. Man, I knew some bad dudes. I knew some bad dudes that did some exercising out there on that rec yard that I don't even think Mayweather's was doing. These dudes, man, I say, man, they would make me tap out in a minute. They used to laugh at me. Come on, Dre, y'all, Dre, come on, man, just do it, just do it. And they would say, just a little bit. And that's all it took, just a little bit. Because I'm gonna tell you what a little bit does. A little bit generates motivation in you. Just a little bit. You start going more to rec than you normally was. You're gonna be enjoying going to rec. But you got to pick your rec times. You got to pay attention to your chow times. You have to just oh, excuse me, and you have to pay attention because your life is in danger. I don't care how many years you have. Your life is in danger when you go to prison. You going to prison with dudes from Louisiana. You going to prison with dudes from New York, from all over. But I'm gonna tell you some of the best cats I done ran across was out of Florida, out of Miami. I'm gonna say Miami. The Miami boys were really all right. Yeah, old Miami. I knew a couple of them, but they call themselves Miami. And some of them don't put their name out there. They just put Miami. You never know their name unless he shows you some paperwork. But it was always Miami or Detroit, something in that nature. But if you think you are a bad man with your hands and everything, it don't matter who you go to shower with. You can go by yourself because you know you can protect yourself. That's how you feel. But we don't need to get caught in our ego. We don't need to get caught in our ego because they got some bad Mexicans too. Got some bad Mexicans with them hands and feet. So and we don't need to be challenging something that don't even have nothing to do with you. You don't need to be challenging something that don't make no sense to you. You don't need to be challenging something that you're not even a part of. Don't challenge it because it don't have nothing to do with you. If you can prevent from going to chow, and I'm telling you, Sundays is a good meal. Lunchtime. Uh, Friday, it used to be fish day, but I think they changed that up. Wednesday or something like that, on Monday in certain units, they feed good. But the supper might not be by nothing. So it's not even worth going to supper. I used to didn't go to chow. I went to certain chows. I would go to breakfast because to me breakfast is the most important meal, and plus, I was taking insulin away in the morning, so I had to go eat after that. But you got eggs, and in the morning you got scrambled eggs, you got fried eggs, whatever. The pancakes they not really worth dealing with unless they got some peanut butter with them. And a lot of people go to chow when they got pancakes and peanut butter, or they got that pancakes. I forgot what they call the Grand Slam. Hey, that Grand Slam bad. Yeah, the Grand Slam. Or they have breakfast at lunchtime or dinner. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be a bad boy. So I'm just enlightening you all with some of my heart. Like I tell you, it don't matter so much to me how many viewers may view this. But I'm thankful for just the one that's viewing because see if you are just the one that and it can help you or your loved ones, then I know I done did what I was asked to do. I done did it because you have something that you ain't even know of that you can talk to your loved one about, and they might not even know because see a lot of people don't be want to ask nobody about nothing in prison. Yeah. Some people just feel like they don't want to ask nobody to let them know they are coward or they scary. They ain't gonna answer. They ain't gonna tell nobody until it shows how you're a coward. Don't be a coward. Don't be a coward, people. Fight. I don't care where it's at. But avoid it if you can. Avoid it. Because see, if you avoid it, you have a better chance at not getting stabbed, is not getting hit with a fan motor. Cause see, if a person feel that you are intimidating, they gonna try to hurt you, and they ain't gonna come with their hands. They gonna feel like you too bad. And so if that's the case, they gonna be trying to hit you behind your head with something. They're gonna be trying to stab you behind your back with something. But the Chow House must be paid attention to. The Chow House must be paid attention to, people, because the Chow House in prison in TDCJ is not really a friendly place, especially on the old units. On the old units, because the doors are locked when they let you in. So if something jump out, they lock. They're not open them anyway. They're gonna shoot gas up and through them slots. I used to linger around in the Chow House for a long time. I used to be in the Chow House from the time they feed to the time they close, and that was late, and that was early when they opened. Uh, Doing something, moving something, or something. I was doing something about something that didn't make sense, but I realized after doing so much time that the Chow House wasn't a safe place. It was a place where you can get hurt. It was a dangerous place. It was a dangerous place. Believe me. And if we realize how dangerous prison is, and not thinking that just because something ain't happened in a year or something ain't happened in 2 years, that it ain't gonna happen, because it can happen anytime. It can happen anytime, people. And if you in there, it can happen to you. It can happen to you. But don't let it happen to you, because the Chow House is a dangerous place. It's a dangerous place. Just go check whatever you can about Chow Houses and TDCJ, and it'll show you. They might try to show you the cleanness of ACA and all that. ACA don't mean nothing if it got blood all on it. They're gonna have to paint over it. Wax don't mean nothing. They got it all waxed. Don't mean nothing. It got blood all on it. Don't let it be your blood. Don't let it be your blood that they mopping up. Don't let them be you life flighting away from there. Don't let it be you. Don't let it be you. Let it be you that realize that you knew something about the Chow House, how dangerous it was. So when you tell somebody about just release, tell them hit that like button. Tell them hit that like button. Because they don't tell them what I might come back with next. Hit that like button and share. How many of you all done that? How many of you all out there done that? Because I know I got some fans all over. I got some fans all over. How many of you have truly told somebody about just release? And when they check it out, to hit that like button and hit that subscribe. Because ain't no telling. It makes sense to the people that has loved ones in prison. It might not make sense if you don't have no loved one in prison. But everything I'm expressing on this channel, you can utilize in your life in Texas prisons. You can utilize it in your life. It could save you. It could help you. It can help those who you love. Hey, this is Andre Wade with Just Release, and I'll be back with something else.